Okay, stream is live now. I will go ahead and put the link in the Discord.
Cool.
Okay, what is up, everyone? Well, I don't know how many people are here yet, but for those who will watch it later, I'm here with Gallius.
Yes.
How is it's Gallius? It's Gal, not Galius. It's Gallius.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Don't know how many times I've said that wrong and then right and wrong back and forth. What's up, Bryce?
Yeah.
Rob is here as well.
Nice.
We are going to be playing Jade Cocoon this week. Gallius, you want to tell people why it was that you wanted to choose Jade Cocoon?
Yeah, sure. It's a game that holds a lot of nostalgic value to me. When I was I don't know how young, pretty young. I did have my own PlayStation, but I was sort of like restricted on what I could play because what my parents would buy me. But my next door neighbors, they had older brothers, so they had like all sorts of cool stuff. So they had this demo disc that had this game on it, and it's actually, I distinctly remember it's the first game where I noticed the soundtrack and thought this music is just incredible.
Nice.
So yeah, this holds a lot of nostalgic value, like I say. And then when I eventually got the game and played it, the game itself is also a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool things about it that, especially at the time, sort of why, as a kid at that age, it was like really cool to see a game like this on PlayStation, because it's kind of like a Pokemon sort of thing. So it's like at that age, I've just played Pokemon, and it's like Pokemon, but it's on my PlayStation. It's like 100 times better. I mean, like, I can look back at it now, and like clearly Pokemon is superior in a lot of aspects, but at the time it was just like, holy fetch, you know? So
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm excited to give it a shot. I know that you mailed a copy of this game to us back when we had our P.O. box.
yes.
And as well as the second, as you gave us Jade Cocoon 2 as well, or was that somebody else?
No, that was someone else. I think actually you received Jade Cocoon 2 before this.
Okay.
I think when I saw that, I was like, I need to send them Jade Cocoon so that they play it in order.
Now that I think about it, I think Jakob Bean was probably the one who gave us Jade Cocoon 2. I think he's a big fan of Jade Cocoon 2.
I have a feeling that was one of the mailbag episodes where he was he actually there, or am I thinking of someone else?
he came actually down to my apartment a couple different times.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and just let this little intro scene play through before we get started. I like the Studio Ghibli-esque kind of look to it. Yeah,
so the sort of artist behind the game did work for Studio Ghibli, so it's not like an official Studio Ghibli game, but it's like
so that's why
he was involved with the studio.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
you can definitely see a commonality there.
Okay, we're gonna start the game here. Rob says, "What the? There we go." Let me pay attention to this.
I see the future through the words of God. I feel before me the one who shall lead our accursed nature to the close. That brave stature. It is just as the hunter who is praised in our legends. That hunter shall be known as
Levant. I'm cool with that name.
I always thought that was a cool name as well.
the curse shall
Yeah, I like it.
until we are led to eternal repose. May the protection of Erlen be his. The Festival of the Father. The sound of winged minions. And so begins the ordeal.
Festival of the Father. All right. So this game's giving me some like tribal vibes. Is it more or less kind of a prehistoric sort of setting?
Not really. It's, I guess, well, kind of. I don't know.
Cocoon Master is such an enchanting sound.
Oh, so they got voice acting
You will
through
be a Cocoon
most of the game
Master
here.
someday.
Yeah,
After all, you are the
a lot
son
of
a
sort of
Cocoon
familiar voice
Master.
actors from
That's
sort
the
of
way
anime
it
at the
is.
time as well. So,
And as a Nagi woman,
some
I
pretty
will be
decent
your bride.
acting, so
But you know,
she's not the best. Though.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Louis, this is none of your business, kid. Get out of here.
I'm not a kid. Besides, this watchtower's my responsibility. I have a job, not like your stupid Cocoon Master. So there. Don't be messing around just 'cause you are the best of them, you idiot.
You're all
Believe it or
talk.
not, that
I'm
gesture is
an idiot
important.
too.
It comes back.
Sheesh, I wonder what his problem is. Oh, that's right. Some minstrels are coming to the village square tomorrow. I bet they'll have some great tales to tell. Let's invite Kelmar too, okay?
Guessing the protagonist is silent in this game.
We better get some
Yes.
rest. See you at the village square tomorrow. Don't forget.
Yeah, and the protagonist's name appears in text boxes while people are talking, but they don't say his name, so it's
Right.
kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the reason why they just never mention Tidus's name in FF10, right? Like, at all.
Yeah. And why they
kinda
stopped
something they
allowing
were-
you to name your characters in Final
Right.
Fantasy.
Right. In most games today, they don't do that because
Yeah.
voice acting is kind of expected now. So very interesting.
So at the moment, you can explore the village. I don't think there's many NPCs. Like it's in the middle of the night. I think they're all asleep. But it might be worth just going. I don't know, Silk Mill. I think maybe the people are.
Let's try Silk Mill. Proceed. Okay, so we use the. Whoa,
Oh yeah, it's tank
whoa,
controls.
Whoa! Hold up,
Yeah.
tank controls. Okay, so we got a little Resident Evil going on here.
Yeah.
Oops,
It's
I left on accident.
it makes it hard to replay purely for that. Like you get used to it after like an hour or so, but like tank controls, man.
Oh man, it's been so long since I've played a Resident Evil game. Come back tomorrow. Everyone's gone home. Tonight's the night we're all praying for our ancestors. Your family is too, aren't they? I'm gonna pray for all the silkworms who have helped us here. Can I go in the house? I really am curious about why they decided to do tank controls. Like, how is that gonna play in with like the rest of the game? Like, can I run actually? No.
You can by holding. I can't remember. You have to hold one of the face buttons. I don't know which one.
Okay, it's square. Okay, this is good.
Okay.
So square, you hold square to run. Circle seems to bring up your menu, and then triangle is kind of like your back button.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was that period on the PlayStation, and I guess some games on the PlayStation 2 as well, where triangle was your sort of exit button, wasn't it? I remember
Yeah.
that.
Tonight is a very special night. We welcome in the souls of the dearly departed. You must hurry home so you can welcome the soul of your father. Okay, so I'm supposed to go to my house. But I'm never going to do what I'm supposed to do in an RPG. Ugh.
I think that guy's character model is actually pretty good. Some character models are not great,
Oh
but
my goodness.
that random NPC.
Oh, yeah. The pre-rendered backgrounds are nice, too.
Yes. I think Jade Cocoon, like, it doesn't have... Like, it clearly doesn't have the budget of, like, an FF9 or something, or a Vagrant story, but I still think it's probably, you know, one of the better looking games on the PS1, just because of those beautiful pre-rendered backgrounds.
Rob says, I prefer tank controls. I've restarted FF10-2 and the controls are so annoying whenever the camera changes. I do think that tank controls to some degree might have... I mean, it could have gone both ways. Because I don't know, like, that many games that have used them aside from Resident Evil. But, I mean, I guess the idea is when you see kind of an abrupt camera change, you're still able to know how to move forward. You're not taken off guard by it so much. So I see that argument, but I don't know. To me, they're just always so awkward for changing direction, turning while running forward, kind of a thing.
Yeah, it is definitely awkward, and there's no, like Resident Evil. There's always the argument that the controls kind of you have to fight the controls, which kind of like feeds into the horror element of it. There is no such justification in this game. It's just so Lolo says makes it harder to dodge enemies, and that's true, but that's not a good thing.
Yeah, like it's not so much the idea that just wherever the character's facing, up is going to move the character forward. It's like there's the turning. The turning is the part that's weird, right? Like,
yes, exactly.
You can't just like hold a diagonal and have the character run diagonally. Like, holding a diagonal just makes him go in circles like this with a little bit more of a, rather than just spinning in circles. If you hold right, up and right, he just kind of like goes in a circle like this. Rather than like, oh, he'll go forward but a little bit to the right, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Like, I think
the fact that they walk backwards rather than turning around, I don't know. It's just, it's really hard to like navigate accurately. Like, with the, oh, geez, see, I didn't mean to go out the door. Bryce says, I'm a beast at tank controls. I actively still play the older Resident Evils, Code Veronica and 0, 1, 2, 3. Takes some practice and getting used to. Yeah,
but I think once you are used to it, it doesn't really restrict you that much, but it's just sort of, it's just a different way to play, I guess.
We have to pray to the god of the forest so that we will be safe again this year. Good heavens, Levant, what are you doing up so late? You know tonight is the night we mourn for the souls of the souls of those swallowed by the forest. Even a father like yours became a spirit after he died. You should pay your respects to him.
Yeah, so when you were saying about prehistoric, and I'm just trying to think sort of what period of history you would sort of say this is. It's sort of...
Well, they definitely have... They have some level of technology going on here, tools at least. That's what I mean to say, because it looks like they're working with some form of concrete, at least. I don't know what those walls are made of or what the homes are made of, but... Yeah. They would have to have some level of advanced tools to build homes like that.
Yeah, and there is a blacksmith in town as well, so yeah, there's...
Oh yeah, so they're definitely working with metal already.
But there's no sort of expansive world map or anything in this game, sort of... Which makes for a kind of interesting setting because, in some ways, because you're just in this village and you're right by this forest, and so you sort of live in the village and you go hunt in the forest, and that's kind of like your whole life, and that their whole culture is built around sort of living symbiotically with the forest. So it's sort of it does work, but yeah, sort of. I guess maybe some people would feel it's limited in scope, but I think it just executes really well.
I kind of like the idea because I think, I mean, most games, especially RPGs, they try and go for like a world scale thing. I've talked about this a little bit with discussions on like I Am Setsuna, how like basically the world is a northern region. It's all wintry and cold and snowy. But I kind of like it when games make like a more localized conflict that affects a specific kind of people. I think that it's a nice sort of refresher rather than trying to make every game on like a world scale. Like the whole world's gonna freaking be destroyed if you don't, you know, do something. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about that here.
And I guess also, so many RPGs are so long that if if you're playing a 100-hour RPG and you're stuck in a sort of monoculture like that, it could get a bit tiring. But this game is not long. It is.
Oh, really?
Maybe 12 hours at most.
Oh, wow. So it's pretty short.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of depth in terms of the combat. Well, not the combat per se, but the monster sort of capturing and merging and stuff. You'll get into a bit of that, which you could spend a lot of time in if you chose to, but there's absolutely no obligation to, and probably not even the best experience to do that either. So
let's check it out here. Here's the freaking crazy kid.
What do you want?
Oh, he's voice acted here.
I'm going to the master's cottage tomorrow, so I'm getting up early. I don't have time to mess around at the festival like you guys. After all, I'm the watchman. I'm not just here to give warning. I gotta be the first to fight if the demons attack.
Hey, look, a game that spells demons correctly for once.
You can't even
I'll get that demons out of my face.
Did you ever read the Terry Pratchett, his Dark Materials books?
I have not.
Oh, okay, because they feature daemons quite prominently.
Dude,
but, it said,
everyone's obsessed with daemons these days.
it even actually says in like the first chapter of the book, or not like before the first chapter of the book, in the foreword or whatever, it says no, it's pronounced demons, but it's spelt with one of those letters where it's an A and an E in the same letter. I don't know what you call those, but yeah.
Wait a minute. How do I access this crystal? What is it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Memory card full! This one. There we go. Okay, exit.
Oh, Philip Pullman, not Terry Pratchett. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
This is mother.
Welcome home. Tonight is a very special night.
So awkward not having the
Welcome
name,
home.
Ancestors.
Tonight is a very special night.
Your father might still be alive out there somewhere, so he won't need our welcome.
Oh, so they still think he's alive.
Instead, I prayed to the god of the forest for his safety.
So they haven't confirmed that he's dead yet.
I know
Yeah.
how forgetful you are. Remember to write important things down before you forget.
Better get to bed. Let's go to bed.
Good idea. Well then, sweet dreams, my son.
Rick Hess has run away, has he? He's run off, you know. It's all hearsay. It seems his rocket was stolen by a Navi woman, and he ran off. His son is still so young. Too young to become a Cocoon master. Run away.
Lola. Oh, can I move? No. Okay.
There you are. What are you up to? Didn't you say we would go listen to the minstrels? Kelmar is
Okay. This is trippy. What's going on here? Oh, the Watchmen.
The demons will get you if you hang around here. You are so pathetic.
All right.
Kid,
Whoa.
are you from Cyrus? What are you doing out here? Without the Lion of Peril, Cyrus should not have a Cocoon Master. So you are the son of the Lion of Peril. Well now. Let's see how you measure up to your lineage.
Battle.
This boss music is just great.
All right, let's do an attack. Oh, nice. He does like a freaking back handstand. After his attack. Ooh, the guy
By the way,
disappeared.
you might notice
nope.
the health bars are all screwed up.
Yeah, the minion doesn't seem to have...
Playing.
Wait, say that again? Hello?
The health bars when you play on. Hello, you there?
Oh, okay. I hear you now.
Yeah, the health bars when you're playing on EPSXE is not.
Oh, I'm seeing it. So they're going beyond the boundary they're supposed to go on there. Because I can see there's like a node or a knob on either end of where the bar is supposed to be, and then the blue is going like way off to the side.
Yeah. It's not like a real problem, but it does irk me whenever I emulate it.
I could emulate with Zebra instead, and it would probably not do that at all.
Yeah, could you?
Well, we'll see how far we get today, and if I can get back to that same point, I'll use Zebra instead.
Sure,
okay.
Cool.
What is use here? Got nothing. So this is probably a fight you're supposed to lose.
Yeah, I think that's...
Bam!
Without the power to summon a magic beast, you are no threat to me. Just the son of a coward.
Wake up. You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? Aren't you going to go see Mabu today?
Actually, now that I think about it, why don't we just do that now? Because it's not like it would take me that long to get back to this exact spot. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it this way. 1 second, fellas.
Yeah, because you can skip all the exploring the village stuff. Nothing carries over from that.
I haven't used this in a while. Trying to remember. Where am I right now? I think it's this one. Then I gotta run it or something. There we go. Okay, fellas, 1 second. sure it works. Okay, it is working. And I'm going to add a capture. No. There we go.
So the developer of this game, Genki, as far as I know, did like nothing else noteworthy at all. There was like some racing game which might have been popular in Japan,
He spoke.
but
Oh,
other
really?
than that,
I am that
Yeah.
which has given you life. For a time,
I
they
think
brought
that's
life
right,
and
anyway.
happiness to the forest. Soon, the forest was visited by fate.
Okay, I'm going to turn the volume
The
down a little
divine
bit.
spirits created a beast in their own image. Elrond warned, that is the beast of knowledge, and it will someday bring temptation upon you. Thou shalt not
Right around
associate
there.
with it.
Okay, everybody can see it
Divine spirits
on Discord here.
and gave birth to the beast of their own image.
We'll just, there are no free blocks left. Uh-oh.
I am the
Okay, can we skip this? Yes. Levant is the name we're going with.
festival.
Skip that.
Yeah, you can skip dialogue in this game as well, so yeah. It's,
Boing,
helps
boing,
helps
boing,
with
boing,
replaying.
boing. Yeah, I can get through real quick. I know there is a way to do resolution scaling in Zero. I just don't know how. So maybe I'll look into that. And because that's the only reason I use the other one is because I can scale the
Yeah,
resolution.
yeah.
a little bit, so it's a little
I've never
cleaner.
used Zebra. I've not emulated games in a while, to be honest. Because my main machine is a Mac and not a very good one at that. So sort of limited.
Okay. Memory card full. Did I fill up both of these? The thing is, I think I filled up both of these memory cards with saves from Vagrant Story.
Right.
Oh, let's see. I wonder if there's
Do you
an
not just,
easy way
Save state or
to save state.
as in, so then next time you play it, you could just load it from the save state, right? You don't need to actually ever save onto.
I just don't know how. Right pad? Is that pad? Is that supposed to be how they save state in this? 1 second. I gotta look it up. How to save state in Zebra. Dealing with memory cards. As default, Zebra will start with 2 memory cards. Okay, these are stored as blah blah blah. To load a different memory card, go to File, Open Memory. Memory. You can also save a copy of the current memory card. Wait, what? Okay, so if I open this, what is it asking me for? Sorry guys, I gotta figure out how to do this. Okay, memory cards. I'm guessing it's this one. Okay, wait.
It says it has 2 memory cards, though, doesn't it?
Right. These are for the other emulator.
Mhm.
This one, I think, is for the one I'm using, but it should have 2. You can also save to remove all memory cards and act like there is none plugged in the console. Stop card. program MCM, however, allows you to manage memory cards. Okay, I don't want to know how to do this. I just want to know how to do freaking save state.
Huh. Yeah, I'm googling it. I'm having trouble finding.
Does not seem to be a quick fix to this.
It's odd. You would think memory on a PlayStation emulator would be sort of important.
I don't know what that did. Memory card one. Because I have all my Vagrant story saves on those 2 cards. It looks like there's not necessarily an easy way to just like create another memory card and load it in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have any save state options at all.
I've not heard of an emulator that doesn't have save states before, I have to be honest. It sort of seems so standard.
I know.
Weird.
What the freak?
Okay, so Zebra should have come with another .exe file called mcm.exe, which is the memory card manager.
Here, MCM, this one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you should be able to like create a new memory card, and I think maybe like virtually plug it into the PlayStation from there. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to open emulation PS1 memory cards. Is it this one? No, that's all my Xenogears. So that's not it. Can I open these as well? Yep, I could open these too. So
yeah,
that has
they use the same.
I wonder where it. Okay, it must be stored in here then. No, that's BIOS. Wait, what? Is there any? Wait. I did not do a very good job of organizing between the different ones. PSX Mem Tool? Oh, that's a different thing. Because I have like 3 different ones. So these are save states. Wait a minute. This can't be right. Where are... Oh, these are what... Okay, so these 2 files right here are what... And that's inside of here, but I'm not seeing those files, all files. See, these 2 are the files where the memory cards are saved for Zebra. This is 1 and this is 2. Uh-oh. Lost him. Hello, you there?
Yeah, call dropped.
Okay, sorry about that. And I'm sorry to everybody who's watching right now. Just got to figure this out. Okay, so do you see these 2 files here? These are the 2 files where Zebra creates for...
Right.
But I don't know if I can open these.
Can you open them with the
yes,
memory
I can.
card manager?
I totally can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, how do you make a new memory card?
I guess what you could do is just back those up somewhere and then like
delete them or something.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do that. I'll I'll copy these, and I'll make a new file called Vagrant Story Memory. And I'll put them in there. There we go. And then we'll... What do? You click an icon and you delete it or something?
Format. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Deletes everything.
well, so now, in the game, it says it's full, but that can't be right. Unless
We'll try the other one.
it's the other one that it's trying to do. See, I have to go like all files. If I open this one, format. I don't know if I did anything. See, because it just loads it up again. So format doesn't seem to do it.
I think maybe you have to like when you go to file at the top left, as in like you have to save maybe, or no, I don't know.
Format? Why does that just get rid of it altogether? It doesn't make any sense. It just like aborts. More Vagrant Story stuff. General. What is this? I don't know what that does. I don't know what any of this does. It doesn't seem to be a way to freaking just delete these files, though. What? File? VGS? What is any of this do?
There must be something in MCM that we're missing, I guess. Or,
I need to be able to save the dang game. How do you delete MCM Zebra? Yeah, I did not like that at all. It has no idea what I'm talking about. Zebra, PS1, MCM, delete files. How do I make Zebra work? This is one of the freaking...
So just try double clicking on one of those Xenogears saves.
Are you sure? Uh-huh.
Vagrant Story.
Yes,
yeah.
Deletes. No saves. Whoa, delete like a whole row.
It's probably because Vagrant Story, like, each save is like 3 blocks maybe, or I don't know.
Okay, and then, hold on. Open the other one as well. This one. Just freaking delete them all. What the? Okay, we got it. So now, freaking minimize this. Okay, it still thinks the memory card's full. What are you talking about? Load? No save game data. Save. It is not full. Hold on. Maybe if I exit all the way out of this and then come back in again, it'll be correct this time. Save. What are you talking about? No! No! Wrong! Hold on. I'm gonna try one more thing. If this doesn't work, then I guess we have to use the other emulator for now. See, it's still there. So that didn't work. That's really weird. That's really weird. Well, I have no idea how to get rid of save files on that. So cool idea. I
That
guess
was,
we'll have to live with the game looking weird
Yeah.
for now. Do. Luckily, we did save on this one, so. Come on. What's weird to me is that, I mean, I don't remember this because I actually didn't have a PlayStation growing up, is that they don't let you access and save over something. It just says memory card's full. Rather than letting you be like, I'd like to overwrite this thing, you know?
Yeah, so there's like a memory card manager on the PlayStation BIOS. So you would be able to go in and delete from there, but you can't do it from in another game. You could save over like within the same game. So like obviously you can save over this save that you've made, but you can't delete other games' saves.
Right. Well, it is what it is.
I've lost sound on the game, by the way.
Let me call you back in a second.
Hello.
Hello. Sharing with you now.
There you are.
Whoops.
What are you up to?
Come to think about it, the PS2's memory card management wasn't much more advanced than the PS.
Oh, is it the same way?
I think it was pretty much the same. It depends because some games, like you have like one block on the memory card, right? And you can have multiple saves within that block, but you can't exceed that. Whereas other games let you just sort of keep on making more saves, which would just make more blocks on the memory card. I don't know if PS1 allows you to do that, but PS definitely.
Without the power to summon
Oh, they're not getting picture on the stream, supposedly.
I just barely turned the other one back on now, so should be G.
Okay, cool.
Wake up.
Oops.
You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? Aren't you going to go see Mabu today? Didn't you say that you would? They are all waiting for you.
Okay. Mabu. Oh crap! I keep forgetting. There we go.
Come quick! It's terrible. There's a thundering noise coming from the forest. It's gotta be the demons. Oh no! Mabu! She's gone off to the watchtower all by herself.
Why did he come here first?
Let's go now.
Nice. That's freaking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap.
The beasts of knowledge, touched by the misery of the Great Father, they release a white beast unto the forest. Its howl is the requiem of souls.
Tradition.
Hordes of winged insects have broken through the divine barrier and attacked the village. What can this mean? At long last, has Elrom's day of judgment come to Cyrus?
I do not believe that the divine barrier of Gehenna will hold much longer. We must act. Do you not think so, High Priestess Garai?
Destruction is often what comes of the beasts of knowledge. This could be an act of man. The minions of the forest could not have broken through the divine barrier on their own.
Whatever the cause may be, once the insects flew off, many of our people fell into a sleep from which they cannot wake. We must do something.
I deeply regret to say, those winged insects are the only boo-boo, the locusts of apocalypse. The dust spread by the Oni boo-boo plunges.
It's not a particularly threatening name. Oni boo-boo.
Not really.
Was swallowed into the forest by an Oni boo-boo attack. It is a pity. Never again shall they wake.
A pity, is it? How dare you? The only reason we allowed a wanderer like you to live here is because we believed in the divine magic of the Nagi. But you've let our people fall ill without even trying to help. And still you do nothing. So, your divine magic and spells were all just a hoax.
What? You say there is
Not see that like giant green explosion.
Some kind of human
What's that?
to pacify the
Just
forest?
earlier, the big green explosion. Like,
Oh, right.
Better to have cut
I don't
off
think
the source of
that-
evil before it came
that
to this.
was
If
that
all
helped.
it would have taken was a sacrifice.
Foolishness. The forest lends no ear to the wishes of
Yogi
man.
Boo Boo would have been better, says Chocolate Rob.
If you speak the truth, then the evil spirits must be imprisoned, one and all.
Both of you, quiet down.
I haven't
Now,
seen a
Garai,
Yogi
Are
cartoon
you
in
saying there is no way to
such a long
awaken them?
time.
Yeah, I think probably the most recent Yogi-related thing I saw is just that Simpsons parody where Homer is like attacking Ranger Ned.
Yes, that's it. The calabash herb. If only we had the legendary herb, might it not cure the sleep sickness? Well now, Garai, are you not well versed in the ways of the forest? Chieftain, what do you say about sending Garai into the forest?
What would that accomplish? I would just be swallowed up and never heard from again. Although the herb is said to cure the sleep sickness.
What?
Well then, tell us if there is...
I feel like she could have brought that up at some point.
Or are you just going to sit around and let them all die? You always were a stranger, among us.
I'm gonna slap this person.
Any further sacrifice will be the end of the village. Tradition states that a Cocoon Master shall suppress the demons. Since the Lion of Peril is no more, we have little choice. We must send a new Cocoon Master into the forest. Karai, we must perform the Sacred Union.
We of the Nagi were born to live together with the Cocoon Masters. Mabu should not object. It is all for the sake of Cyrus. We are prepared.
So, then it is decided. Summon our new Cocoon Master, the son of the Line of Peril, and Mabu, maiden of the Nagi tribe. Have them both come to the Hall of Judgment.
Okay.
I always thought the Hall of Judgment is a strange place to have a wedding. It's sort of.
So, I guess I'll just wait another through the scene.
The Calabash herb must be retrieved from the forest.
Who is sleeping right now?
You are the child of a long line.
Like some of the NPCs you saw earlier, I guess.
So this affected some, but not all of the people.
Yes, correct.
As the successor to the Lion of Peril, you shall determine the fate of us all. I believed in your father, Riquet's. He was a courageous yet gentle man, even though he was swallowed up by the forest when the tide of fortune turned against him. He was certainly not a coward, as the villagers might have called him. Stand tall and work hard. I wish you luck in your father's stead. Oh yes, you must also cherish your wife. A devoted husband is a Nagi woman's only salvation. You will understand someday. May fortune be with you in battle.
Okay, so main character's dad was a Cocoon Master.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gonna get married now. Okay.
According to tradition, I hereby conduct the Sacred Union. Are you both ready? Oh, Elrum.
Didn't she run off by herself yesterday? And that's what the guy came in was like, hey, she ran off by herself. She's on the watchtower.
Yeah, they sort of play it up as in she's in real danger, but yeah, she's totally fine.
That which touches and moves thy worried heart, so that we, as beasts, may live in harmony with the forest. Oh, so wise. Oh, so wise. This is the earring of the hunter, symbol of your coming of age. As long as you possess it, you may escape death, even when defeated in the forest. It is my farewell gift to he who journeys to the land of ordeal. Now then, listen well, you two. Some people fear Cocoon Masters and call them impure hunters. Many will be prejudiced towards you. Nevertheless, you must persevere in your lonely struggle. A terrible ordeal also awaits the women of the Nagi. The infections on their bodies are the side effects of the cocoon purification process. These are known as cursed brandings. In the worst case, this can even cause death. Please, care for one another in sickness and in health. Tomorrow your lonely struggle shall begin. Sleep well this night, so that you may be ready to depart come morning. Come to my house. We must prepare what you need for your journey.
Okay. Okay, so... Hold on, there's probably still more.
Ah, I knew you'd be here. What's the matter? Oh, I bet you're nervous. So much happened all at once today. I'm worn out. Adults always have to have it their way. That's why I don't like them.
What?
But it's strange, isn't it? Why is it that only Nagi women are able to purify? Mother Garai says it's divine power. But it doesn't seem that the villagers think so.
Who's up there? And who's playing that awful flute music in the middle of the night? After what already?
I love this kid, dude.
I love that he just like keeps interrupting these guys like intimate time at the top of this watchtower. He's just like, get this shit off my property,
He just
man.
comes around to troll, man.
Oh, you must be scared.
Kid's a
Is it
freaking
past
master
your
troll.
bedtime? Or are you too afraid to go to sleep?
I already told you, I'm not a kid. Try not to get
And the watchtower is his home, so like just coming to his home to like, you know, play flute music and make out at the top of the tower is kind of inconsiderate. So I think he's got a point.
You are such a brat. You're making me lose my temper, you little twit.
You're feeding the troll,
Well,
man.
we have an early start tomorrow. Better get to bed. And don't oversleep, young Cocoon Master. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Unless there's another scene. Looks
Just
like there is.
basically walking into the house, I think. It's, maybe you have to talk to your mum before you can go to sleep, but other than that... Oh, nope. Straight into another dream sequence.
According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your coming of age. Your bride from this day forward.
Can I move? No?
So you dress like you've become a man. Still you are but the son of a coward. Like father, like son. That Nagi maiden shall be left behind when you are killed in the forest. How pitiful!
Oh, got a monster fight here. Okay, so before we start this,
Sure.
maybe I missed something. Those bugs came flying out of the forest. They're like some sort of. There's. She said something about an apocalypse, so it's like that's
Locusts
a
of the
prophecy.
apocalypse. Not a prophecy, but there's a whole bunch of sort of legends and all that, which I guess in this world is actually history. So like they're known about, but I don't think they're like necessarily like these insects bring about the end times, despite their name. I don't think anything is said to that effect.
So, the reason why they've emerged, they speculating it's because of the fact that main character's father didn't do something he was supposed to do in the forest. He got swallowed up or something like that. Or was he just
no.
he wasn't like an important figure at all?
Well, he was an important figure, but he's been gone for quite a while, so it's not like like he was meant to do something, and as a result, this has happened. As far as I can remember, I don't think that's ever.
So what role in the society did the father have? What was his job?
So he was the Cocoon Master. So the Cocoon Masters, they fulfill multiple roles, I suppose. They other people are not allowed in the forest. Some people still make their way in, but they're not technically allowed to go in there. And so the Cocoon Masters can go in and they can hunt. There's this whole thing where you capture monsters. You can actually spin the monsters into silk, and you can sell that. So in that way they sort of drive the economy, I guess, which is sort of weird now that I think about it. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess there's also just this sort of whole magical element of it. Like they fulfilled sort of quests and stuff. I guess they. I don't know. I don't know what their active role in society really is, other than in the case of Levant, who goes out to save the village.
So yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is because he's obviously going to try now to fulfill the role that his father did as a Cocoon Master. But what specifically is he being sent to do to save the village? Did they mention that in that ceremony? What was that ceremony?
I guess they didn't mention it to him, but they were talking about it before, about retrieving the calabash herb.
Okay, and that herb is what brings people who are asleep back to life again. Yeah,
and because it's in the forest, the only people that can sort of really traverse the forest are Cocoon Masters.
How many people have been affected by this? Is this like a pandemic thing, or is it like a few people? Or
it's most of the village, apart from the game's not quite it's a fairly small village in the first place. So the mayor guy sort of said earlier, sort of any more sacrifice would just be the end of the village. So he the way he states it, they can't really afford to lose one more person almost.
Okay, so the insect things flew over. Did they attack the people, or did they were seen as almost like a symbol of apocalypse or something, and then that green explosion or whatever that was is what caused it?
No, I think basically, I'm trying to think where I remember this from. Maybe it was from the manual, but I think it's there's dust fell from the wings of those moth things, and that's what's put people to sleep.
Okay.
And I think that green explosion, that was when Garai was, she was doing some kind of ritual about the insects, but not in time to sort of stop it completely, but sort of, saved everyone else in the village. That's sort of what I was getting at when I was talking about the green explosion. I was like, it sort of seemed like sort of divine magic that prevented everyone from being put to sleep.
So there was Garai who was doing that.
Yes, yeah.
Impressive.
Okay.
You are more capable than I expected. But such is not our true power. Do you think you were up to it?
So that would make sense, as in some of the people were affected by it, but she came in and sort of put some sort of shield or something.
To repel
saved
them.
a few more, saved the main character and annoying kid and main character's wife and stuff like that. Okay.
All the voiced NPCs.
Okay, so that makes sense. So did they just have their wedding ceremony? Or was that a part one of it or something?
That was the entire thing. Yeah, they did it on the cheap. I wish weddings were that quick.
Oh, absolutely. But they're still not living together. He went back home to his mom's house. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Mabu still lives with Garai, who I don't think they ever say Garai but they're part of the Nagi tribe. Yeah, in fact, because but it's like an arranged marriage kind of thing, right? It's actually the whole marriage element of it is kind of one of the things I find most interesting about, like, in terms of the characters in this story, because because they say it like only Nagi women can marry Cocoon masters, so it's like these people are like raised to like one day these people are going to marry each other. But like you can see like in that very first interaction, like they have an attraction to each other, these two. Like she's like totally psyched about it right at the beginning, but like it's interesting how how being a Cocoon master sort of affects both of them, and sort of is not so fun for either of them.
Okay.
White is the beast of fate. Blue is the beast of righteousness.
The Blue Cocoon Master.
Wake up. You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right?
Shameless reusing of that voice clip from the last time he had a nightmare.
You are the Cocoon Master of Cyrus. You must be strong. Now, you had better head over to Mother Garai's house. Mabu is probably waiting for you there too.
Alright, so many of the villagers thought his dad ran away, basically.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, lots of people have different opinions on your father. Yeah, so a lot of people think he just died out there. Some people think he ran away because he, couldn't deal with the life that he was living. And some, like the protagonist's mother, sort of think he's out there sort of for a particular purpose.
One of them is here in Cyrus. It is the key to the Beetle Gate. Louis the Watchtower Guard has it.
Oh, great.
Once you get the key from Louis, you must
Actually, I like that kid. Anytime I have a chance to talk to him, I'd be freaking happy about it.
Master lives there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny actually. That kind of sort of buck-toothed kid role in sort of anime and JRPGs would traditionally be kind of annoying, but he's fairly sympathetic. And also just quite funny.
Is this coincidence? Calibus instead of like cannabis? People need some weed to wake up, man.
Yeah. I literally never even thought of that.
If you need you should go to the town shop. Wounds can only be healed by mugwort herbs. Make sure you have enough. Oh, and do not forget to arm yourself. When your empty cocoons run out, you can get more from Mabu. Oh yes, I almost forgot something very important. This is the flute of capture. The sound of this flute serves both to imprison and summon minions. Your father, Riquette's, entrusted it to me. A fateful meeting it was. Ah, but perhaps some other time I will tell you all about it.
All right.
Like, if I'm Levant in that situation, I'm like, what? You never told me about this before? What?
Yep. Okay.
So now you're going into the forest. I don't know why, but I'm a little worried.
Because it's full of monsters?
Yeah, it's a pretty good reason to be worried. Trying to remember the kid that Rob was talking about from Xenogears. Was there an annoying kid in Xenogears? The little kid with the red hair? Yeah, the red hair kid who's like in the first town, the little brother of the girl getting married. What was his name? He looked like a freaking like adult though. He had like a freaking receding hairline and everything. What was his name? That kid was annoying as fetch.
I never properly played Xenogears. I played it a little bit. I emulated it on my PSP back in the day, but I was in that phase where I like downloaded 100 ROMs at once. So I was like, I can finally play all these games I really want to play, and then like play 5 minutes each.
Yep. Dan, yeah, that's right. Alice is the older sister getting married, and Dan was the older brother.
Here. This is a ring given to me by the Nagi chieftain when I was born. It's very special to me. I should have given it to you before, but I was too embarrassed. When I wear this ring, somehow I feel at peace. I hope it helps you too. Well, take care, okay?
Okay. Is that going to be like a healing ability?
No, it's just a key item, I think. I don't... Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Maybe it does do something. The earring you were given earlier definitely does something that helps, that you can retreat from any dungeon at any point if you want to.
Let's go to the blacksmith. Hold on. First of all, can I go into, like... There we go. Equip. I've got nothing here. Okay. So I have a knife and a hunter's vest. Valuables. This flute of capture, I'm guessing that's how you're going to capture the monsters, right?
Yes, yeah.
So is it going to be exactly the same as Pokemon? You, like, reduce their health and then capture them when they're low on health?
Pretty much, yeah. Though your capture level increases. So, like, Levant, like, you've fought in battles with him already. You can actually fight with Levant, but he's pretty useless against most enemies. So you really want to only be using him to sort of capture or summon monsters.
Interesting.
Okay, I think you can only use items when you're using Levant, so sometimes if you want to heal up in the middle of the battle, you have to switch to him and sort of risk taking some damage and switch back.
Okay.
I might be wrong on that. But...
Talk? There we go.
Huh? What is it? If you're looking for Kelmar, he's not here. Just great. Where could he be running off to now?
He has an incredible mustache, this guy.
Yep, it's pretty good.
It's been so long since I made a weapon for a Cocoon master. But even if you had one, would you know how to use it?
Really, he's so unfriendly, isn't he? I'm sorry, his hands are skilled, but his tongue is not. Our son will never find a good bride with a father like you.
She's wrecking him, dude. She's freaking savage.
I love this couple. They're so good.
I don't have anything good for you yet. But you can buy what I've already made.
Sounds good. That's the reason I came here. Alright. What do you got? Weapons. So I could go with a dagger, which would increase my attack by 1. reduce my speed.
in general, speed is pretty important because that determines how fast you can summon off a monster or heal up, stuff like that. So I think generally prioritize that.
Prioritize speed
because you're not going to be because you're not going to be attacking monsters much as Levant.
Increase defense. Why not? Yes. You'll regret it if you use it improperly. Okay.
If you need a more powerful weapon, come back later. Maybe I'll have something ready by then.
How long until a hammer murder happens in this house, says Rob. That's a good question. Okay. So I do have that thing equipped, right? Yeah, okay. So, cool. We got some more defense. Whoops, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so used to circle being the button that makes you run.
Yeah, it is painful going back to early PlayStation games at times just because they hadn't... It is kind of interesting how many things were just not set in stone back then that we take for granted now.
How early in the PlayStation's life did this come out?
Not that early, actually. I think it's fairly late. Let me look it up. Yes, this came out in 1999.
Oh, okay. Do I know what these things do? Description, there we go. Restore minion HP and mana. Liquor made from pickled shab minion. This is restore health on yourself. Poison antidote.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth having a couple of poison antidotes, but other than that, I think for the first dungeon especially, you'll be fine without buying anything else.
Okay, let's go. Where has my boy gone off to now? Let's see. There's a lot of houses to go to. Village Square. These dudes look crazy. Ballads bring both learning and enjoyment. Are there no storytellers in the village? We turn lessons into rhyme, then sing for all to hear. Once a ballad is in your head, you'll start singing it yourself, such is the wisdom of the ancients. Bragging again, you only write the words. It is I who put them to music. Of course. You also play very nicely, but everyone knows you're tone deaf. Is that? Nice. Okay. I'm guessing Garai's house is where I'm supposed to go next? Or
no, you need to go to the watchtower.
Watchtower.
You need to get the key from Louis.
Oh, that's right. He's at the guard tower.
I heard what Mother Garai said, but I don't like any of it. I mean, you of all people, just because Riquettes is your dad, you'll just go into the forest and get eaten by monsters. Is your flute really that powerful? That's so lame! I'll go get the calabash myself. Just wait right here.
No can do, little guy. I know how you feel, Louis, but you can't go. You can seek your revenge at some other time. Besides, you know how scary the forest is, right? And how little we can do there.
Oh, I can move? Okay.
Fine. Kelmar is right. You can go do it. Here's the beetle key. The chief gave it to me to look after. With it lies the fate of the village. Use it to enter the beetle gate. The cottage of Master Chorus is deep inside the forest. He's a powerful cocoon master, and he might know something about that herb.
Beetle key. Peace out. Forest gates. Is that going to lead to the beetle gate?
Yeah, yeah, forest gates. He just keeps coming back for more.
Kelmar was worried, so he asked me to show you the way. I feel sorry for you, so I'll lead you there just this once. Don't forget how to get there, and try to keep up. Okay, this is the divine barrier. Use the beetle key to open the beetle gate. Duh. The beetle gate is the one on the far right. From there on out, it's all up to you.
Oh, I love that kid. He's freaking awesome. Okay. Whoops, I keep pressing circle thinking it's going to freaking make me run. How do I access this thing, dude? What the fetch? There we go. I keep also trying to go slot 1, which is stupid. It's in slot 2. Gotta go to the blacksmith and get the hammer, according to Bryce here. Okay. Let's move forward. Are there gonna be random encounters? Is that how it works in this game?
No, you see the enemies on the map, like Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross.
Okay. We need some kind of dragonfly key.
Yeah, so there's 4 forests. Basically, you just get the key to the next forest.
This one looks like a
in
spider.
each one. Yeah.
Okay. Beetle is the one on the far right, maybe?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Who are you? I've seen poachers who impersonate Cocoon Masters. If you are a real Cocoon Master, show me by playing that flute. Slowly now.
Oh, he's a beast with it.
I know that tune. Are you the son of Riquettes, the Cocoon Master of Cyrus? If the son of Riquettes has been sent into the forest, the village must be in danger. Tell me what has happened in Cyrus. I see. So the Onibubu have reached Cyrus as well. And you came to search for the calabash herb, huh? But you're flute playing. You don't know anything yet, do you? Your father would never forgive me if I just let you go into the forest to die. I am Chorus, the Blue Cocoon Master. On behalf of my comrade Riquettes, I shall initiate you to the arts of the Cocoon Masters.
Sweet.
Yeah, so this is your main tutorial right here.
How do I capture monsters?
The sound of your flute shall soothe the minions' souls. Trapping them in empty cocoons is known as capturing. Let's have you learn the basics by fighting a minion.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, so we gotta attack him. Bam. So he's almost dead. Once they've been weakened about this much. Well, if you're saying this much, that means 10%. So is that pretty common then? 10% health is where you can start capturing them?
Probably.
Okay.
But like I say, when as your capture level goes up, it becomes easier to capture sort of weaker minions. So if you wanted to sort of farm some silk to sell, you could probably capture a bunch of minions without weakening them at all.
Okay. See you later, Bryce.
That's it, more or less. Your success with capturing depends on your skill with the flute. And the only way to improve is to imprison as many minions as you can.
Is there a limit to how many you can catch?
You won this time because I...
Yes. You can only hold so many cocoons. But you can go back and purify them so you actually get the creature from them, and then that sort of resets your count.
So the cocoons are the Pokeballs.
Yes, yeah.
The minion you just captured is my gift to you. However, it is useless until it is purified.
Okay, summoning.
We are called Cocoon Masters because we have the power to summon magical minions. In order to beckon these minions, we must translocate our earthly vessels. In other words, the minions fight in our stead. Mesmerized by the sound of the flute. After all, we are but beasts of knowledge, no match for the minions deep in the forest. That means we must fight minion with minion. However, you may only take 3 magical beasts with you at a time. Each minion possesses one of 4 distinct elemental properties. Keep the following relationships in mind. Earth repels water. Water extinguishes fire. Fire eliminates air. And wind whittles away earth. Know your opponent and develop a strategy first.
Wind beats
Yeah, so it's a much
earth,
simpler...
Earth beats...
Yep.
What, again?
Water. When you're in battle, it shows you the 4 elements on the screen, and I think it just like the circle goes like clockwise, basically.
Okay. So earth absorbs water. Water douses fire. Fire beats air. Okay.
Yep.
What's merging?
Magic beasts gain strength through victory in battle. And by merging different beasts together, they will become even stronger.
Ooh.
Try it once you have obtained a few. Your wife shall merge them for you. Be warned that while merging does pass on characteristics of both beasts, elemental properties and special abilities can either be strengthened or weakened. For this is the one thing I cannot teach you. You must master this process yourself.
Okay. Pretty sure I understand attacks and defense.
Very well. Now, you must try to apply what you have learned. If you arrive there safely, you shall receive my approval. Oh, son of the Lion of Peril, you shall become a Cocoon Master worthy of your father's name.
Awesome.
So one thing is, right now, rather than going into the forest, you actually want to go right back to the village. Because the monster you captured, you can't use it until it's been purified by Mabu. So at the moment, you will just have no monsters at all. Which would work for a little while. You could go around capturing... I think you have to press X, yeah. You could go around capturing monsters like this, but I think it's better to just start with a monster.
Okay. Oh, fetch wrong way. Back to Garai's house.
Yeah.
So, are any of the women, are they called Garai women, or what are they called? The
Nagi.
Nagi, the Nagi women. The Nagi women are able to do this only?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
It's like a magical ceremony.
Is
Don't overdo it
Mabu
until you get better at hunting, all right?
what's her
Try
name?
talking with
Garai's
Mother Garai
granddaughter or
if there's
something?
you don't
I don't know.
understand.
I don't think they ever say it. Like, she calls her Mother Garai, but that's like a religious thing, I guess. It's not really a
Don't tell her I said that.
familial relation. I don't know if they're related, to be honest.
Our enemy we love, and for the tormented we pray. Grant us, the beasts of knowledge, the power to touch the spirit.
Okay.
So you just want to equip.
Oh. So you can have up to 3 at a time.
Yes.
But you can store more than that?
Yes, yeah, quite a lot. Not an infinite amount, but a decent amount. More than you'll ever really need, because you'll probably be merging most of the minions you capture.
Okay.
So the merging mechanic is like one of the things that made it so cool for me when I was playing this. Because it's not like merging personas or demons in a Shin Megami Tensei game where they like if you merge this one beast or persona or whatever with this other persona, you're always going to get one of like a preset persona, and you might have already caught that persona somewhere else. But these are actually, they're like physical mashups of the two monsters that you merged. So like it's like an average of their stats. It sort of takes some of the moves from each, and like in physical appearance, it sort of takes on some of the characteristics of both of the monsters that you merged.
Interesting.
I mean, admittedly, it makes for a lot of ugly monsters. But,
Well, good luck. I'll always be here if you need anything.
Okay, so now we have a monster we can fight with.
yeah. So yeah, just head straight back to the
Time is
to the beetle forest.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I probably need to get back to work here. But
Okay.
we will carry on from here next time, tomorrow, same time.
Yep.
Interesting game so far. Interesting game. I didn't realize it was only about 12 hours long, so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should get maybe pretty close to halfway through it by the end of the week here.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it
all right,
depends how
everybody.
slow we take it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with this game again tomorrow, same time, noon Mountain Time. I'll see you guys a little bit later for the Chrono Cross stream at 7 p.m. Until then, have a great day. Peace out.
See you guys.